Got the kids loaded up, just left swim practice. We are in the 2023 Nissan Pathfinder Rock Creek. What is this more rugged off-roading variant of the three-row crossover give you? Today we're gonna find out. Going through this rough road. This has this, well, I call it a sport tune, but Nissan says there's an off-road tune suspension in here. What it does is make this thing very stiff. It doesn't feel junky or anything like that. It's just a very firm ride, which I was not expecting for a more off-road variant. But I don't know, what do I know? Cassie's here to give us her motherly inputs as well today. So we appreciate that because we know we need it. The looks on this vehicle are pretty cool. Yeah. I mean, starting with the wheels, it's smaller wheels. It's like a beadlock design, and beadlock is typically used for extreme off-roading cases, and it's just kind of like a poser wheel in that regard, but I think it looks okay. I like the chunky all-terrain tires. They are a bit noisy at speed though. Yeah, Gigi's all done with her squeezy. Is it easy to reach the kids?
Oh, super easy to reach the kids.
But yeah, this Rock Creek has a blacked out front V-motion grille, the tubular roof rack. Yeah, we got sleepers, and horn works great. The Corolla lettering is all messed up on that Corolla. No surprise with a driver that falls asleep at the wheel. The roof rack. Well, now they're on their brakes. They're on their phone. First of all, I see her flipping up and down her phone. So speaking of the brakes, they're just as good as the QX60, which we drove last month. So the brakes in here are awesome. Engine transmission is super smooth. The V6 is great. The 9-speed auto is super smooth, just like the QX60 that we drove, which shares a lot with this Infinity brother. Nissan said if you put premium fuel in this, it'll bump up 11 horsepower to 295 horsepower and 11 pound-feet of torque as well, versus if you put regular fuel in it. So I guess that might be unique to the Rock Creek as well. Fuel economy, I'm getting 18.6, but that's worst case scenario. I've been driving only in town, been sitting in car line, picking up the kids. AC is always on in this car since we're, hot Florida. Also, the Rock Creek gives you a trailer hitch in the back. We got the Rock Creek badges around the vehicle, so on the sides, on the back of the vehicle. So I looked up Rock Creek this morning, Cass, and because I had no idea. I'm like, what is it for? Ironically, there's a Rock Creek RV, it's like an RV 55 plus resort here in Naples.
No way.
Yeah, so that's not what this is marketed after.
No, are you sure?
Yeah, and then I kept scrolling down and I found Rock Creek Dude Ranch Resort in like Montana. So it's like a luxury resort. This is not a luxury vehicle, so this was not named after that either. Next on the list was Rock Creek, ran by the National Park Services in the DC area. And that's what this is named after. It's a city park in DC with trails and historic sites, lots of history there, of course, being in DC. Now getting on the inside, how is it putting the kids in? How is it for a mom? I
love it a lot. It's nice and high, so it's easy to put the kids in when you're standing outside of the car. And then when you need to maybe reach the next row or whatever, I could practically stand in the back. Yeah. Which is really nice. It makes it movability super easy. I minivan. Enjoy it.
Yeah, it's like a minivan.
I really did enjoy it. I mean, yeah, it is like,
in terms of the space that it gives you on the inside back there, it's very much like a minivan.
There's lots of space. You can fit lots of kids, and I love the captain chairs. You get, the babies, like car seats aren't bumping into each other, things like that. I really like that.
The older kids slip through the pass between there, no problem.
Very easly for car drop-offs and stuff like that. I love it. I also like the flooring in the back with this option.
Nissan included all-weather floor trays and mats in here, and
really
they
cool.
kick butt. Yeah, and they also cover the back of the seats and the behind the third row.
Yeah, it's nice.
There's not all that much cargo space back there. I guess that's where it's not like a minivan.
Right.
Also doesn't have sliding doors, but also with this Rock Creek, let's start with the orange accents. You and I both like orange.
Yes.
We have orange stitching on the dash, on the doors, on the steering wheel.
Yeah,
we also have this nice leatherette. It's not real leather, but leatherette, where our knees kind of rest on the center console here. We also have stitching around that. We have Rock Creek on this armrest here in the middle. We have Rock Creek. Where else? I think it might be on the seats too. I'm sitting on them, so I don't really remember. Yes, it's on the seat.
Yeah, it's on the back of the seats.
Right at the base of the neck.
Yep.
You also have orange stitching on there, as well as the seats in the back, the middle row anyway. So you have unique seats to this Rock Creek that are pretty cool. Now we're getting up to speed. We're going about 45. What do you hear?
A little bit of road noise.
Yeah.
It's not terrible.
It's not an unpleasant sound.
No.
But you hear these chunky tires making...
Oh, is that what it is? It's the tires.
It's the tire noise from the road. So that's what happens when you put more off-road capable tires on a street car, is you're going to get those... It's almost like white noise, but it's a loud white noise.
Right.
They've raised it just a tiny bit. No one's ever going to notice. I think ground clearance is like over 7.5 inches, which isn't amazing. Of course, it's all-wheel drive. I think all-wheel drive standard on this. It's also based off the SV grade.
Yeah.
I know we have a smaller screen here, but we do have Android Auto, Apple CarPlay if I want to plug it in. I like having tuning knob, volume knob. I like having these climate control knobs here. Everything's just really functional and easy to get to.
I like that it's simple as opposed to just like so many options and so many buttons. It's fairly simple.
We have just the right amount of tech as well as analog to make it an easy and an enjoyable experience for sure. We have also have heated seats on this Rock Creek as well. So one thing that's been really hard on our eyes is this windshield. I don't know if it's factory glass. The side windows say Nissan. This says Saint Gobain something. I don't know if this is, since this is a pre-production model, I don't know if this is factory glass. So I don't know if this is just a windshield. So what about this windshield? Well, this portion's great, but the middle portion of this, the windshield has warps, bubbles in it. So it's almost like putting on someone else's glasses and you trying to focus through them. Yeah. It gives you headaches. It's really, really bad. So, pre-production model, I'll just leave it there.
Pre-production.
But make sure if you try a Rock Creek or even any Pathfinder, which we didn't have this issue on last year's Pathfinder or the QX60, just make sure you check out your windshield in a driving situation to make sure it's not giving you like weird reflections or what's going on to screw up our depth perception and bubbles, and it's really, really nauseating. One other thing, it would have been nice to have a sunroof in here, but you get a lot of other flair, I guess. We're gonna end it from the Nissan Pathfinder Rock Creek. Pretty cool. I like that you can stand up a lot. I like that you can put kids in very, very simply and easily. No, it's great. It's great for small kids. Yeah, and if you're a mom all by yourself, putting your kids in, you close that door and you can easily move kids around and you feel safe and secure. Yeah, your secret weapon is load all the kids through one entry point and they can't get out through the other door. Right. So one entry point, I can lock the door, boom, and then you can, there's so much space in here, you can jump in and assort the kids where they need to go. Exactly. So safety feature wise, I really like that. Parenting, safety is great. And we got rear-ended in the QX60. And we felt so safe. There was not a scratch on that vehicle. No, our kids felt fine. We felt fine. Yeah, so this being essentially the same vehicle underneath, the safety's here as well in the Pathfinder. It's worth it. It's a good, definitely a great family vehicle worth checking out. Yeah. This Rock Creek isn't for everyone, but it was cool that Nissan sent this to test out. So, all right, guys. If you enjoyed today's little family chat with the Rock Creek Pathfinder, make sure to hit the like button, subscribe for more family three-row crossover minivan sort of reviews like this. Catch you in the next one. Peace out. Thanks, guys.